Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to part 5 of my full platinum walkthrough for South Park The Stick of Truth. Right, where we left off in the previous video, we had just been abducted. We are now back in the bedroom, and that's exactly where we were at the end. I've not done anything else since. So the first thing we're going to go and do is go downstairs and befriend our mother. Well, actually, it's the second thing we're going to do. We're actually going to just root around up here. Weirdly, these have stuff in still. I don't know why. We haven't been in... No, I don't think we've been in the parents' room yet, have we? Anyway, there's nothing of importance in here. There's just random crap. Pencils and stuff like that. Money we can all use later on. So grab it for now. And then we'll go downstairs and befriend the mother. You can't befriend your dad yet. You need quite a lot of other friends before he'll do that. So don't worry about him yet. And that's going to put me over the top for another... Yes, another perk. So I'm going to just do that. So 35 friends. So another point here. It's up to you which one you do. Honestly, it depends on your fighting style and things like that. So yeah, I'd have to have a quick look around here for something that actually, I don't know, magic I don't really use too much. So I don't really want that. That's farting, so I don't use that. Anything that sort of increases PP or damage or something like that. Even the ones that say more damage. So I'm going to do bleeding here because I will be using circumcise, and so the enemies will be bleeding all the time. Anything, yeah, there's just more damage basically. And then when you've done that, go to the TV and use that, and we're going to go into the next main storyline bit, the next story mission, which is going to be gain new allies, and that's what this whole video is. Like I've been doing the whole time, we're just going to be concentrating on story missions and doing side stuff as we sort of come across it. There's always going to be the description. There's going to be timestamps for all the stuff. You know, in the bottom corner there, you've got what we're doing next. So every time we do part of a side quest, it will be down there, so you can use timestamps if you think you've missed anything. Just checking that bag there for no reason. So I'm not going to use the shortcut just yet, because we're going to go and get Kelly Rutherford as a friend. She wouldn't befriend us earlier on because we didn't have enough, but we do have enough now. There are some homeless up there, 3 of them. We should probably okay to do it now, but we'll wait a bit later on. I'm just going to run a bit further down here towards the other end. The only reason I'm doing this is that there's something we can fart on down here now. It's hard to keep a straight face whenever you say that. Right, so if you go to, you'll see, yeah, here the barbecue. Because it's on fire, we can actually blow this up now. It's kind of on the way, so we'll do it. And there's not actually anything we need, but there is extra stuff in there, you know, selling and all that later on if we need to. And then we're going to go over to this basketball court, and we can now use the alien probe. There was one on the wall here, it's quite small. Let's go into the court and pick up Chinpokomon, Vamporko. And then warp straight back out. And this is all on the way to the main mission. We've got to go to the Goth kids, basically. They're in the school, or the side of the school, so that's where we're heading. And we'll go down there. So go and speak to them, and they need to say to you that you will... You need to prove that you're a nonconformist by conforming. So that's what we're going to be doing. We've got to go and grab some cigarettes, some coffee, and some goth clothes. So that's the next things we're going to be doing. And we'll kind of walk there. So showing them out. There's lots of, you see there's lots of side stuff there. We'll be doing that later on, going to the pond. The last ManBearPig Sensors up there. A few other bits. We'll do that later on as well. Mongolian beef. Nope, not that way. I don't know why I went that way at all. We're going to walk up again. I'm just going to head right and then go up. I probably could have warped this bit actually, because I think there is a warp right next to this one. Yeah, I'm sure there is actually, so I could have warped this. Could have warped. Yeah, it's literally right next to it from me. Yeah, it is. So, alien probe on this flame here. not alien probe, fart on the flame there to get Brocorri. It's how it's spelled. It's how it's spelled. Then we're going to go and get the cigarettes, which are next to Jimbo's guns. So, yeah, just go up to these kids and hit them to start the fight off. And they're straightforward, very simple, pretty much. Just use the Sling of David or whatever your usual fighting style is. Do quite a lot of damage here. And then we're going to use... Do we use it at this point here? Yeah, let's go for Professor Chaos. So it does use a lot of PP, all of his PP, but it's random at the same time. It's kind of a spinning wheel. It does take quite a long time to do it. It's very drawn out, this part. So yeah, it's a random wheel. You just stop it using X, and it's really random what you get. I actually got quite a good one. The Storm does quite a bit of damage to everything. So yeah, there's all sorts. You get shields and everything. So I'll be using that more often than not, because it's you can get really lucky with it and speed the pro. It's about speeding the fights up more than anything at this point. You're not going to find any that are particularly difficult. Right, these are down already. And there we go. So you get the cigarettes once you beat them. And then we'll go and... no, where do we go? Oh yeah, the items. Yeah, I still wonder why I was coming back then. Yeah, I missed them the first time as well. Need to loot them just to see what they have. Nothing important, but it's always good to loot them. And then we'll warp over to the kind of hobo merchant guy who's behind by the lockups. So all the way to the right. So if you warp here, you store it, and then speak to him. You buy all 3 of the Goth items from him. The gloves, the clothes, and the cap. Nice and cheap, 16. Should have more than enough. Don't sell anything if you don't have enough. Just go and pick more items up. Go and hit some parking meters or what have you. We'll go into the back here. There's a hobo in the back, or a homeless. It's not politically correct to call them hobos, is it? I don't know. Yeah, hobo, homeless, whatever you want to call them. We'll just displace him, relocate him. This is 2 of 7. So this is the ongoing side quest for the mayor. Okay, it's quite simple, this one. Do I go for it? No, I don't. This is overkill as well. I was hoping it would do more, but yeah, 258, that's quite a lot more than I needed to do. That was a bit delayed, but never mind. And we'll finish him off. Nothing to find from him, we just need to relocate him. That's all there is. And now we'll go over to the Tweek Brothers coffee place, and this is obviously where we're going to get the coffee from Tweek Brothers. So that's just left of here. The coffee that you need to buy is the dark roast, so it's all the way down at the bottom.
It's fresh, like a sun-dappled cone.
It's only $1. I'm sure you've got more than enough for that. And yeah, that's it. When you head outside here, you're going to get confronted by some elves. You get the option to either fight or go with them. Just go with them. If you fight, you have to do a fight, and then you get knocked out at the end. So just go with them. They literally tell you, just do it. So take their word for it and just go with them. And then you'll meet Kyle, so there'll be a cutscene. And you'll be with Kyle, and you'll be in the Elves Kingdom, and they kind of want you to work with them now. So you should upgrade. If not, you will do later. And you'll be able to have Jimmy and Stan as buddies now. So I think Stan is now your buddy as default at the start here. I do have another thing, so I'm just going to do Circumscythe. And then we're going to get quite a few more side quests going here. So speak to Jimmy.
the rancher might be selling one. You know where the ranch is?
And he's going to tell you about the ranch. So we'll go up to the ranch later on and do that one. Speak to Stan. Yeah, this is one we're actually going to do. We need She Ogre, which is his sister, and she lives next door. Well, he lives next door. So we're going to do that. Just a quick fight. Well, it's not quite that quick. She has quite a lot of health. It'll take a while, but it's not difficult. And then, yeah, just go around, speak to everyone, pick items up. There's another side quest down here. I think this guy's called Dog Poo. Yeah, Dog Poo. There's going to be banners will spawn around the town now. There's 6 of them. You just need to hit them, and that's it. And once you've hit all 6, just go back and speak to him, so we'll do that. So as we come across them, we'll do them. So there's all sorts of things going on. We've still got big game hunting with Jimbo going on. There's She-Ogre next door. So we've got the banner. There's one above us in the park. We don't go and get that one yet in the kids' park. We'll get it eventually. But just go over to the right here. This is the merchant for the area. This is Jason. So just speak to him and he'll become your friend. And then, yeah, I think we're just good to leave at this point and raid Kyle's house. No, we're not. That's right. Go. That's the final. I forgot it when I was recording as well. That's the final quick travel. So go and do that. And then Timmy will become your friend. So that's that side quest done. Now we'll go loot him. There's a few bits we need to find, namely Underpants number 5. So we're going to move straight into that that mission at the end of the next video with the Underpants gnomes. So just grab the Underpants out of the drawer here. So we've got those ready. You basically need them, all 5 of them. The gnome becomes your friend. Go next door to the parents, get the garage key. So that's the final garage. Obviously that's outside. We'll do that in a minute. There's some stuff in the bathroom, but it's just random stuff like usual. Some acne and some pubes. The normal stuff you find in a bathroom, really. And then we'll just head outside and get the garage trophy. Parkeologist. So as soon as you open it, you'll get the trophy. That's number 15. And then we'll just get around here, get this random stuff out of the chest. And then there's actually a Chinpokomon right there. Nearly ran off from it again. So yeah, there we go. Chinpoko Loco is a trophy you'll get for a certain amount. I forget how many it is now. It's 25, 20, whatever. We need to find them all, so we'll get it, so don't worry. And then we're going to go next door to Stan's house. I'm going to go and fight his sister. Like I said, it's quite an easy fight. It just takes a while. She's got a lot of health. So do a quick save here as well, if you feel like you need to. I would definitely do one just in case you fail for whatever reason. And then go into a room and it'll start.
Give me back my iPhone, demon! You little turd! I've brought help. Let's see you try and take us both.
You do need Stan as your partner, by the way, for this. As your buddy.
Your days are numbered, She-Ogre.
So let's have a look. How much health does she have? I don't remember. So we'll go for Scythe. Yeah, 5,056. That's quite a lot. So Scythe, just to get the bleed effect on her. So whenever she attacks us, she will take bleed damage as well. And Stan's not particularly that good. I don't know. I don't really use Stan that often. He has the discus, which can kind of bounce around a bit. Trying to parry. She does quite a lot of damage as well, but she is taking damage from the bleed. I'll put some more bleed on her, so it does kind of stack. You see the number in the top there above her health bar is going to go up to 5 now. Just hit her with the sword. You could actually switch at 6 o'clock on the dial for your buddy. You can switch your buddy if you like, but that is their turn used up. Yeah, she's taking a lot of bleed damage there. You could always use a summon as well. You can only use them once per day, so maybe not, but just if you want to speed it up. There are only kind of 3 days in the game, so definitely don't use Mr. Slave for a while, because we do need to use him later on. So just avoid using Mr. Slave. You can use Jesus, but don't use Mr. Slave.
You got somewhere you'd rather be?
I don't know why I'm doing this, just why not? Grossed out. Just get the extra gross out damage on there as well. That's gross. Cherry bomb. Oh dear. We'll go for a bit more bleed here. No, 5 is the top there. Yeah, delayed timing on that as well. So yeah, she's taking quite a lot from the bleed and the sickness now. We'll just keep using stand for regular attack. One more, 2 more. What have we got? Yeah, I think she dies on her next attack. Well, not dies, but passes out. There we go. Simple enough. So yeah, it does take quite a long time. It's quite a simple fight though, as you see. So when you've done this, you will be back outside, and Stan will be your friend now. There we go. So now we're going to go back inside, go see his sister again, and then Shelly will become, Shelly Marsh will now be our friend as well. So just go and speak to her again, and then she'll become your friend. And then loot her room, because of course. Sadie Dakota. I wonder who they're trying to imitate there. Now we'll just go and do a quick big game hunting while we're here, because we don't really have much reason to go down here again. This is down to Kenny's house. So that dog bed there, I'm wondering why it's not spawning. The dog bed, there you go. The dog bed, put the item down, a mouldy sausage that you will have got from the hunting shop. And that's going to bring the dog. This is a really easy fight. So just use the blade. It does have a lot of health there, you see, but it will go down really quickly. So the wind slash, the thing that Stan does, is good against multiple foes, as it says. So we'll just keep slashing it. I don't think I'm getting perfects on those slashes, am I? What am I doing wrong? I wonder why. No, it is perfect. No, perfect? No, don't do that. That's gross. Do we get perfect on it? Or do we go for the day? Oh, here we go. We're going for the Sling of David. And there we go. Done. So that's 1 of 6 animals that we need to do. You can go back in between each one. Like it says there, return to Jimbo. And you'll get an item from him. It's nothing special usually. So I'm not going to do it now. I'll do it all at the end once we've done all 6. So you can see now there's banners everywhere. We'll ignore those for now. There's a banner at the kids' park. There's one at Big Gay Al or Mr. Slave's house. We're just going to go back to the school. You do need to change into the clothes, into the goth clothes for them to speak to you. Let's have a look if we actually need to change any of this. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Whichever, and then we'll put the goth stuff on. Of course, if you want to mess around and try and tweak your build or whatever you go, then go for it. So go in and speak to the Goths, and they'll want you to go and put a sign, that one, on a in the community centre. So we've got to go and do that now, which leads to another mission within a mission kind of thing. That's what we're doing. So I'm going to switch, switch back. We don't need to have this on unless we want to speak to them. So the community centre is just next door. Go in, there'll be a cutscene, which I'm obviously not going to watch. And then when they leave, there's going to be a lot more characters. So you can't really befriend any now, but you can start a side mission with Mr. Mackey here. So do that, and next time we're up at the garages, we'll go and do that one. Just get his garage key for now. So what we're going to do now is learn. You could probably go to the bathroom after doing this, but I'm going to go and do it now. There's a Chinpokomon in the final stall. It's a bit of a weird one. You're going to see, hang on, where are we up to? Yeah, in this third stall here. So you can see it's there. I'm going to pick it up. It doesn't register, which is weird. So I pressed X then, wondering why the hell is it not registering. I couldn't remember why it couldn't, why it didn't. So I just had a rage dump instead. Yeah, you're kind of stuck in a bit now where you need to put the sign down. So once you put the sign down, then it'll register. You'll see it in a moment. So go up to the table here, put the sign down, get the cutscene, and you'll kind of grab it off you and tell you need to learn a new fart. So that's what we're going to do.
Help me with that and I'll help you with this. I saw you on the ship. You have pretty good control over your farts. Meet me in the bathroom.
So yeah, meet you in the bathroom, and then there's going to be quite a long sort of tutorial for the final fart. So there you can see the Gophermon is now registered. So now we'll go in and do this. It's more of a diversion fart, to be honest. And Randy just being his best self. So you basically, you need to do a normal one at him then. And then you need to learn to throw it.
You must learn to control your farts to move and release at a specific time and place. I'm going to teach you a fart called the Sneaky Squeaker. It will become your greatest ally. Don't believe me? Try and block my attack.
You don't use this one too much, to be honest, just now and again. It just helps if you have certain enemies you want to lead them towards a hazard. That's what you use it for. But sometimes it's just as easy just to fight them. So you need to hold down. It's the same as the others, kind of do that. It's on the left hand side this time, and then up when it's where you need it to be. It's weird, you only do it this time like that, this first time. So you hold down R, move it around, it's all the way to the left, and then as it tells you, do up. Now we'll surprise Mr. Mackey with one. But that's not how you would use it normally. So same again. Hold down, move it across, and then drop it.
Hey, did you guys hear that? Sounded like a chipmunk.
Of course, why wouldn't you do that?
Now use what I taught you to sneak inside that Taco Bell. Find out what they're up to and report back here.
Right, so that's the final tutorial done now. We're going to go out into the world and use our floating farts. So we need to go to the Taco Bell site, which is up at the top. Where is it? Not there. There. So checking if there's any quick travel. There isn't next to it, so I might as well just run up. Just quickly run up and run across. And then there's going to be another cutscene. This section now coming up is, I think it's, no, it's not one off now, but it will disappear. So make sure you grab everything anyway, but later on it will disappear. So we need to use our sneaky squeakers, our new farts, to move these guys. So change to it using R1, and then you kind of use it the same way you would. So you hold down, and then move it around with the direction, then press X to let it off. So you can see the wave is kind of moving around as you do it, and then run past. And now we'll use one again to get this guy's attention. So you do actually need to get, that's where you need to put it there to in the end. We actually need to get his attention further down first. There, so before the puddle, and do another one quickly after the puddle, and then hit the switch. That's easy enough. So don't run into him yet. The water's still electric. Just run into this truck quickly. There's some bits in here, some random crap we don't really need, and then the water will have, the electric will have worn off, and you can loot him. And now we're going to use the alien probe to get it onto the roof, and then go to this chest, and there's going to be a stone hammer in here. So that's one of our weapons. Yeah, what do I do? Yeah, no, I'm switching. I can't remember. Yeah, switching back to Butters. You just prefer him. So go into the roof, into the duct here. There'll be another cutscene, and the next thing you'll know, the Nazi zombies will be invading. They are not difficult Nazi zombies. Farts don't work on them. You can't gross them out, so don't bother with that. But bleed still works, so we will be using that. I just throw a quick hammer at him. I think that's enough to do it. Yeah. So from the two SWAT guys now, you want to get the full SWAT set. So you've got the SWAT vest off this one guy here. See whatever he's got. And then over on the other one, you will get the armoured headgear and the gloves. So that's the full SWAT set. So make sure you get those. Then we'll come into the war room. You can't fight in here. This is a war room. And there is a Chinpokomon, quite well hidden actually, up on top of this cabinet. Gunrilla. And we'll grab the tape recorder, which is what we're here for. USB drive. I don't know why I didn't pick that up last time. It wouldn't let me pick it up. It's being really weird here. There, finally. I don't know why it wouldn't let me pick that up. And out we go. So there will be one here. He will just kind of walk off. That's fine. And then when you get into the next area, there's going to be another little fight here. One thing I'm going to actually point out here that I didn't realise at the time. Yeah. So headshot happens there, and you see I get screwed up on the top there. I should use a potion to get rid of that, because screwed kills you, and you're going to see it happen. So I did get lucky here actually. I completely forgot about screwed. It doesn't happen that often. It really doesn't. So I'm going to use Professor Chaos, should I say. We don't get a particularly good one this time. We get well, it's quite good. We get shields, which gives you quite a lot of shields. So it's 9 each character. So it's quite a lot of attacks. That. So that's down to 5 on the main one. So even if you do block them, they'll go through. The good old sling. And you're going to see, when do I die? It's just straight up kills. Like, watch my health. I think it's on the next. Yeah, I got lucky that this guy didn't die, actually. So on the next attack that I do... Here, I don't know why I use the darts. It's actually a good idea, good that I did, because I die. Boom, just complete from full health to dead. So, luckily I do have a revive. So that's what Screwed does. It's like 2 or 3 turns and then it kills you outright. So make sure you get rid of Screwed if you have it on. And then finish him. Close one. Nothing you need to get here. Get some well-shined boots though. And then we'll make our way back. So we'll actually befriend Santa now, because we've walked past this quite a few times. He's up on the police station roof, so I just remembered then, as I was walking here, I just remembered I've not done Santa yet. So we'll just get him, he's right here. I'll just walk through this ladder for no reason. So we will be doing a big clean-up in the last few videos, before the point of no return. Make sure you've got everything done. There's Santa. Just trying to save a bit of time by doing stuff as we're near it.
You wouldn't tell on Santa, would you?
And now we'll go back to the Goth kids and finish that quest off. With one thing that I'm not very good at. Which is the not quick time events, yeah, like button prompt, yeah. Like those music games, what I can't remember what they're called now. Anyway, go back in here, get your photograph done with the conformist sign. So that's that done. So you're taking the recording device back to them. That's PTA problems done, and then run back to the Goth kids to finish off the Nonconformist.
Go about your questing, Hobbit boy.
You will actually need to change into the Goth gear again, otherwise they won't speak to you, even though they know who you are. You don't need to stick with the druid robes either. You can go for whichever one you want. Obviously, tactical gear gives you a lot of armor. You take less damage, but it's obviously a payback. You're not going to get the health back, so you'll be using more health items. It's up to you. Mess around with it. So yeah, you need to do this one of the, I've completely forgotten what these things are called. But yeah, it's usually I'm terrible at these, but I think I hit every single one. No reds yet. It's the way they're out of order as well. Triangle should be first. There we go. Hit every single one, which is a miracle. You can retry it if you fail. Just go and speak to them again. Retry it as many times as you need to. But once you are successful, they'll say that they will come and help you. And then all 4 of them will become your friend instantly. So Nonconformist, there's the trophy. Henrietta, Michael, Pete and Firkle. All 4 of them. So that's their quest done. We did just get up to level 8, so we can actually use the SWAT armor now. But I won't. And then we'll do defense down now on Circumscythe, so it gets even better. And then we've got another point here. I'm just kind of stuck with what to do. Ranged weapons I don't use that often. Magic I really don't use that often. Critically injured, I'm never really there either. This one we will go for. Let it slide though. Debuffs applied basically wear off 1 turn sooner than they should. That'll come in handy, I'm sure.
We should hang out.
And now we'll take a quick detour just to get a few things here. So Stark's Pond.
I got beat up one time over there.
If you walk over to the left, you're going to see this sign. This is where we put the final ManBearPig Sensor. And then if you warp to the middle of the lake here, or the pond, you'll get to Chinpokomon, Cosmonewt, and then walk to the right. There's going to be one of the banners, and walk even further to the right, but take the top path. There's going to be one of the kindergartners. So it's been a while since we've got one of these.
This place is dark and scary. What if you never found me?
And then the final thing we're just going to grab quickly is another banner here next to the church. So just a quick semicircle there, and then we'll use this quick travel to go back to Cartman's. So you get a choice here whether you can friend. You choose the allies, or not the allies, the humans, or the elves. It's up to you. It doesn't matter at this point. It matters later on in the next video what we do. We're actually going to go back on a save and get a couple of trophies out of the way in the next video. So you can go back to Cartman, just choose him. He will say, put your phone up, and then we'll sort of call to arms, should I say. So I'm just going to put the gear back on. I didn't need to do this because you do actually level up and you get new clothes, new Jewish clothes. So go to the top of this tower, ring the phone, or to send the text message out. And then you will level up again. So the next time you see, so you'll level up. So there's going to be a cutscene, you'll level up. And the next thing you'll do, you'll be at the school. This will happen automatically, so don't worry. And Cartman will become your friend. And there you go. So that's going to be the end of this one, because that is the end of that gain new allies mission done. The next one is the assault on the school, so we'll be doing that in the next video. But I'm just going to change back into my Freya gear, which is not, it's really not as good as the other stuff, but I'm just going to stick with it, to be honest. I like the extra health and PP and all that, so we'll stick with that. Right, we'll pick up with the next one. You'll see, actually, so we've got attack on the school, that's the one we're doing next. You'll see that you will have failed, but don't worry, this is supposed to happen, so save your game as well. You'll see that one of them failed, the opposite one with Kyle there. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.